So what were some of the second place finishes that you had?
Well, one was with John Waite. I went and auditioned for him, got the gig on a Friday night. They said, we're going to start rehearsing next week. We'll call you over the weekend. Got no call over the weekend. On a Monday, I called them and they said, oh, well, the bass player left and we hired another bass player. And he said the only way he'd come is if he could bring his drummer. So lost that gig. And then, but the best second place finish I ever had that really led to more stuff for me was I went for the Psychedelic Furs. On the way there, I was there a little early and I had just moved into Manhattan. Because I had a place in Queens originally. I moved into Manhattan and paid my rent and my deposit and everything. And I had $5 left to my name. So I'm on my way to this audition. And I'm like, well, I hope I get this thing. So on the way, I'm early and I stop in this bar, Prince Street bar, and I'm having a beer. And I'm like, have beer. So the beer was $2.75. I was like, well, I can't buy another one. So I just gave the bartender the five. I said, I keep it. This is not going to do any good to me. So as I'm drinking that beer, I hear these two guys talking and they're saying, should we put live drums on the session tomorrow? Or do you want to get somebody that does drum machine? Now, at that time, I had already bought my first Lynn drum and I was messing around with it. And I actually bought it to practice with, basically, to make sure my time was good. And so I just jumped into that conversation and said, hey, man, I got a drum machine. And it's like, really? I said, yeah. They said, any good? I said, I'm the best in New York City. They're like, really? And they said, you want to do a session with us tomorrow? I'm saying, yeah, I'd love to. And they go, well, what do you charge? I said, what are you paying? And they said, well, we can give you $50. Now, in my head, I'm thinking $50. I could really use $50 right now because I'm broke. And I went, well, it's a little skinny, but I'll take it. I'll do it for you. So I ended up doing this session the next day with them. And, I went to the audition, went fine again, second place, didn't get that gig. But I started doing sessions at this place, Park South, and the studio manager, Steve Rosen, who I'm friends with to this day, took a liking to me. And I can trace all my album work back to that beer at that bar that day. It just led to, there's a whole story of how it led to my follow-up.
So the beer cost you $2.75, but you gave him $5 total.
Yep, what am I gonna do with the other $2.25? I had to tip him anyway, but I just like keep it.
So $2.75 led to you being worth $2,750,000.